Hey everybody, this is the Sliders Review, and I'm here today to talk to you about Amazon Wilds just got canceled. Yeah, sadly, this show got canceled. I have mixed feelings about it getting canceled. It does suck, but it's all because of that season 2. Everything was just wrong in season 2. And this came at terrible news and a terrible time. Like, I had just got through listening to Rumor Willis sing live on Instagram. And boy, what an amazing voice she has. And then as I'm scrolling through Instagram, Mia, the actress who plays Shelby, she said, it was an honor playing Shelby. It was a great experience. She's thankful. I'm all like, uh-oh. That sounds like cancel talk. That sounds like cancel talk. So I go online and sure enough, Amazon has canceled the Wilds. It's bittersweet because if you've ever watched any of my Wilds like reviews and discussions and stuff like that, you know I love season 1 and you know I hate season 2. And I believe season 2 is what pissed everybody off because a lot of people was pissed off with season 2. Because when it comes to the Wilds, that show is actually what caused me to put the nail in the coffin to want to create like this channel and stuff. Because before I have like other YouTube channels and I was doing completely other different stuff. And so I've been wanting to talk about like TV shows and movies for like the longest time. And it's when I read somebody's comment and saw somebody's video trashing this show on the first season. I'm just like, what? This show is good. What is this person talking about? So that kind of what made me want to like, make this channel and stuff. And it was some of the first videos I ever came out with. And I said before, season 1 was truly amazing. That twist, the several twists that happened was good in season 1. The anticipation of what happened to 2 characters we never saw in the present day was amazing. But my problem with season 1 was their depiction of men. Every man was either a sexual monster or an evil monster or a weak man, except for one who only showed up in one episode for a couple of minutes. And I'm just kind of like, why would you do that and everything? I get that's what a lot of modern day TV and movies are doing, but that's what's causing so many people to rage against the machine and everything. And then at the ending of season 2, it leaves off on the cliffhanger with boys on the island. And many people were not happy knowing that there were going to be boys in season 2. I worried that it was going to be a disaster because there's still more stuff about the girls we still don't know from those missing days. And we still know what happened to those 2 girls that hasn't shown up in the present day. And I knew adding boys to the mix of this was going to cause a whole lot of confusion. And it did. And so, like, I always said, because, like, in season 2, I just couldn't hold back, man. I had to let my anger out in season 2 and stuff. And I said I was done with this show after season 2 because of how bad everything got. And I said I'll come back for season 3 if they come out with a season 3 just to check out the first episode. But other than that, I am done because they ruined a very, very good show and everything. And so, like, if they were gonna have dudes in the show, they should have created their own separate show, then later combine both shows, but they didn't do that. What they did in season 2 is that they combined both the guys group and the female group separately, telling each story simultaneously. But because the boys were new, they had more screen time. And like I said before, the females barely was in the show. And the guys' storylines, some of them just made no sense. Other ones were just irritating. And they were all written badly. And they were all written badly to make the boys look bad, make the boys look like terrible men, toxic men and everything. And I knew that from the start. It was going to ruin this show, making, because there are guys who watch this show. Like a lot of females watch this show. That's why they raged against the guys coming in there. But there are guys that watch this show too. And when you piss on every single last guy, that's not going to go well and stuff. And so, like, that would help cause the demise of this show, because the showrunner has some agenda against men that she keeps bringing out in this show and everything. And you know, the females, when it comes to them, their story was a bit confusing and stuff, because you assumed this and that was going to happen, and it kind of did, but some more stuff happened. And not only that, but it's like people was wondering, well, what happened to Martha, and what happened to Rachel's sister? I forgot her name and everything. I want to say, no, I forgot her name. But like, what happened to him? Because last season, it was like, oh my God, dude. Like, oh my God. Like, what the world happened to them? Like, something bad had to happen to him. Nope, nothing bad happened to him whatsoever. Nothing bad happened to him. All that anticipation, I can talk. Anticipation, all that suspense, all those thrills, all of that was just like tossed in the air, and nothing bad happened to them. Martha was totally okay. She just freaked out because she killed an animal, and she's like, you know, a vegan or whatever, and killing and eating an animal really freaked her out. So she went in a comatose state from that. She ain't go comatose when she was violated as a kid by that man. Oh no, she went comatose by just killing an animal. And she's completely fine in the present day. And it was just kind of like, really? And as for Rachel's sister, she disappeared for the entire season 2. And she only shows up for like a cameo, just to put her hand on the screen and look at her other sister as they're still on the island. And that was not satisfying for people. I don't know if her scheduling conflict, I don't know if she just didn't want to do the show. Like, I don't know what happened. Or maybe the writers thought, hey, maybe this be clever. But whatever it was, it ruined the show because she was the mole and everything. And, you know, it is what it is now. And then not only that, but that twist in at season 2 was kind of like, oh, come on, man. Ain't nobody this stinking smart. And it's like lightning's not going to strike twice. Like, okay, fine. These adult people kidnapped a bunch of kids, put them on the island, made them think they were stranded there for a month or whatever, or a couple of months. And, you know, so that was a huge twist in season 1. But lightning don't strike twice, man. You can't do that a second time. So now it's like, oh, she took all the equipment and left the island, the evil person, and left the boys and the girls on the island so they can all mingle with one another and all fight each other and stuff. And I'm just like, are you serious? That's not gonna work twice for like a twist. And then she left them alone with the rapist and everything, or not a rapist, but like a sexual assaulter and everything. So it's like, what the world? And not only that, but yes, the sexual assault and everything. That's something that really got me when I saw that. And I'm just kind of like, why? Why the world would you do this? And not only why would you do it, why would you have the guys forgive him after shunning him? Oh, because they was hungry and he had food. So they had to like forgive him until something else bad happens. And the reasons for him being evil was just dumb. He was just evil because he's the guy. And that was the whole message of season 2 when it comes to the guys. They was just evil. So yeah, when you do stuff like that, it's gonna get canceled, you know? Shock value with sexual assault is not good storytelling. Making every man seem weak or arrogant or toxic is not good. Building up suspense from characters you love from season 1 and they be like, oh, okay, never mind, they fine. That's not good. And one of the executive producers wrote something that I found very odd because she said, with the world being divided because of the last two elections and stuff, everybody's hating each other, everybody's on the computer shouting at each other, not listening to each other's opinions, very strongly opinion. And so this was supposed to be kind of showing different sides of the coin and people coming together, stuff like that. But how is that possible when you write, like, even the girls got flaws? Okay, the girls got flaws, but they overcome that and they become like a group, a unit. The boys, on the other hand, don't. The boys just act like idiots, like cavemen and stuff. Not to mention the men in season one are all monsters or weak. So clearly she has the whole writing team and creative team has some type of agenda in everything. Apparently they only listen to one strong opinion that women are awesome and men suck. But it is quite a shame that this show had to go down the way it did, because like I said before, season one was freaking amazing and everything, and season two was just kind of like, dude. And you know what the worst part about this is going to be is that some of those male actors in season two are going to be all like, oh, it's our fault and everything. Everybody's going to blame us. Well, people been blaming them before the show even started. And so how you think they're going to make them feel? It's going to bring down their self-esteem and everything. And it's because the boys were written very terribly and stuff. And it's like none of them really had a good redeeming quality for the most part, because it's kind of like their stories made no sense. Oh, I swear, man. Like, I hate when good shows go downhill and then they get ruined and then they get canceled and they can't fix their mistakes because they get canceled and stuff. And it's like, just stop making mistakes and everything. Alrighty. Well, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.